Hey yo, what's going on guys? Today I have a brand new YouTube video. Today I will be explaining the Izanagi and the Izanami, definitely two of the most powerful genjutsu in the entire Naruto universe. Before I get into it, just like always, make sure to subscribe, drop me a like, leave me some comments, make sure to follow all my socials, the links are in the description, and with all that to the side, let's get into it. So first, let's talk about the Izanagi that was first introduced by Danzo after the 5 Kage summit when we have Sasuke vs Danzo. Danzo uses the ability called the Izanagi. The Izanagi is an ultimate genjutsu cast upon oneself that blurs the border between fantasy and reality. You're able to use this jutsu at one cost, which is losing the light within your Sharingan. This jutsu is literally so strong to the point where you can literally overwrite your own death. For example, during the fight between Sasuke and Danzo, Sasuke grabs Danzo and squishes him to death. And a few seconds later, Danzo is behind his back and ready to continue the fight. Later in the series, we talk about the Izanagi once again during the fight between Obito and Konan. Obito explains how the Izanagi practically is like a short version of the creation of all things, which obviously comes from the Sage of Six Paths, aka Hagoromo. He goes on to explain that with light and shadow style, you're able to practically create anything out of your pure imagination, and then proceeds to use one example, aka creating the 9-tailed beast or the 9 Biju. And as he states after, that's just one of the many things that Hagoromo created with the Izanagi, which for him, he calls it the creation of all things. And as we know, the Sage of Six Paths had the 10 tails, which was stated by Obito to almost have infinity chakra, meaning that for Hagoromo specifically, he would have something called the infinite Izanagi, meaning he could just spam this move because it doesn't do anything towards his eyes and he practically has infinity chakra, so he could spam this ability all day long if he felt like it. Next, let's talk about the Izanami. The Izanami was introduced during the battle between Kobito vs Itachi and Sasuke. One huge difference between the Izanami and other genjutsus is the Izanami works with the physical senses of yourself and the opponent. After Itachi goes on to explain that the Izanami, you practically just copy the exact same sensation of you and your opponent, and then you recreate it. And the end result would just be making an infinite loop. And just like the Izanagi, you would lose the sight of one of your eyes. In other words, the Izanagi is a genjutsu that allows you to control one's fate by controlling reality. And the Izanami is a jutsu that decides one's fate, which is better explained by Itachi when he explains that the Izanami is practically a defense against people that use the Izanagi to control one's fate. And he also explains to actually come out of the Izanami, you need to accept your fate. That would be it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, drop me that like. Hopefully you guys have a nice day, and see you guys later.